Cheers.
Thank you for having us.
How important was your collaboration or your collaborations with us specifically?
I understood that to deal with you or to collaborate with you, I really needed to bring something different. And I'm a sustainable person at heart, you know, and you were talking sustainability. And I realized I have a textile that is sustainable. Let's try that in the culinary space, which I'd never tried at all.
Maybe you can tell us a bit more about this material.
It is literally made from paper, right? So the beauty of this textile is that it is 100% biodegradable, which is, for me, the most important thing. We are fast becoming the #1 polluter in textile, yet our textile industry has died out. So what I'm trying to do with this is that I'm trying to change the face of making South Africa or Africa as a whole a supplier of good textile, so that when they consume it, and then it comes back to us, because that wheel is never going to end. If they arrive with a textile that is biodegradable, then we won't have to create a landfill every 5 years. You know, we don't have to pollute groundwater. It's made from paper. It biodegrades in 4 to 6 weeks. It's anti-allergen, and it's got all these amazing qualities.
So far, we've designed our napkins, that very same textile. I mean, my pants, which look like jeans, are from the same textile, correct?
Yes, correct.
You know, I think that jacket is from the same textile.
Everything I'm wearing, basically.
So everything is literally,
yeah.
It's literally made from paper. And what's interesting is that using this here at the restaurant, especially for chef jackets, we found that it's odorless. Also, the fact that it keeps us warm when it's cold, it keeps us cool when it's hot, and it gets really hot in there. What are your thoughts in the African art craft scene?
Art lives in us. Unfortunately, we never had the platform where we would express our art and then it would be taken seriously. It's always been seen as an indigenous thing, you know. And I'm glad that today, with the social media, with all these platforms that are available, the digital world itself, our work is now being showcased in a different point of view. I think that there's a lot still to be done in the fashion industry. We're behind. We're probably 20 years behind.
For me, it was one of the reasons why I had to come back here. I really feel that Africans are very talented, especially when it comes to craft and art and using their hands. The only thing we need is exposure, the platforms, and also the skills, the training. My mission is to do exactly that. How can I inspire others? How can I teach others? How can I help the industry as a whole, rather than, you know, trying to get the glory all for myself?
I remember I'd never bought anything in store when I was growing up, because my aunt on my dad's side was a seamstress. My aunt on my mom's side was a seamstress. My mom was a seamstress. And they would buy one fabric and we would all have, you know, same clothes. Whether it's a shirt, it's a skirt, it's a dress. So I went back to those memories and to try to figure out what is it that I loved about that. And that's how I realized that probably this is the way that I should go. What
inspired you to take this direction?
I actually like to say that my journey into art took me by surprise, because I am a lawyer by profession. And then I actually started sculpting just as a hobby. So I went into drawing classes first, but it was horrible. Wow. My drawing was just horrible. Then I went into sculpting, and which actually was something that I just loved. Loved the contact with clay, mud. It just reminds me when I was a child. So I think just my hand getting into the mud, into clay, and me sculpting from zero to something which takes form, you know.
What are your thoughts of the art space?
So it's an industry which is still growing, but it's going very slow, and I'm really glad, because for me it's an opportunity already to be here, and still it's Africa, and then grow slowly and expand.
And what do you think distinguishes you from other artists?
The subject that I work around, like I mentioned earlier, crime against women, against children, and then I really want to give a message in my arts. I want to portray a message, but not only a message of sadness, but awareness around what's happening, not only in Africa, but around the world. I've been invited to the Pan-African Parliament, and it was really, thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow.
And it was really an opportunity for me to really send a message and say, guys, here we're in an area where we have to act now. We have to stop just talking about the change, but we have to be the change right now. And it was just amazing for me because I had all these people who are supposed to make the law in action. And I had to give them the message I came to talk about.
Dora, I mean, I met you, I think, earlier this year. We saw your sculptures. Obviously, we were crazy about those sculptures. And how has the collaboration been for you?
Changing your career in a country which is foreign to you, it's very difficult. Coming here, not knowing anyone, so because I came on my own, I didn't know anyone in South Africa. So I have a friend who actually saw my work. He was going through my catalog and then he's like, wow, your work is very interesting. Can I introduce you to a friend which I think your art will really fit into? And then he told me the creative. I'm like, of course. Of course, because I know how different you are from other restaurants. Because you're not only a chef who is doing like anyone else, you are an artist as well.
Yeah.
I think for me that was very important because I want my art to be with the person which I think we relate somehow.
Yes, the fact that 40 people can sit here for a period of 5 hours and look at your art piece, and admire it, you know, and that's how I think someone like Kelly Rowland connected with your sculpture.
Yes.
She just called me and she said, why do I feel like that piece is talking to me? And I don't think that would have happened if it was in a gallery, a different setting of some sort. So she had to sit down and she had to look at it and talk about it, talk to her friends about it, and then at the end of the night she took it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
now
it.
Sitting in her home in the US, you know, and that's amazing. And how does that make you feel?
You know, I'm forever grateful, of course. And then that's how collaboration works.
Yes.
See, so for me, it's very important. So whenever I have the opportunity with an artist or whoever I think we connected somehow, I always like to go forward.
And I think for me, it's also been like a catalyst for my career. I've always been open to collaborate with others. And everybody that's been on the ritual, I believe it. I still believe they are going to be the future.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Hey.
Santé.
Santé.
Salud.
What is the legacy that you would like to leave here in South Africa?
When I started this, I said, every person that is sitting in the same room that I'm in, 2 years from now should be wearing everything sustainable. That is my vision, that is my dream, to have each and every designer to be using sustainable textile. Hence, I'm working on building a textile mill factory in the country to produce textile that is going to be used in all sectors.
And for you, Dora, what is the...
As with my journey, which took me by surprise, I didn't hesitate, I jumped into it. That's what I teach to my kids, to my family around me, to people close to me. Never give up on your dreams. So this becoming a sculptress was not a dream for me, but I learned that I had a passion, a new passion, and I am now living into it. And in a couple of years, I want to teach as much as young girls to know how to sculpt, to go to school, and I want to teach and maybe create one day a school of sculpture. Teach as much as girl that I can to go into this world. We think that it's a male-dominated world. To bring as much as girl that we can and to raise awareness again on the difficult situation that we have now against violence against women.
Wow, ladies, I'm so inspired. It's been a pleasure. And I'm inspired. I hope everyone else is inspired. And please keep inspiring all the young women out there, or even men themselves. But thank you so much, and we wish you the best.
Thank you very much for having us.
Santé.
Thank you for the opportunity. Salute.